And it's been nearly 25 years since Bardot was the biggest thing in pop. And now Belinda Chapple is here to spill the beans on the dark side of their success. This is The Sunday Project.
Don't you treat me bad.
I know you're a Bardot fan from way back.
Oh, loved Bardot.
Yeah, so
Love them.
Belinda Chapple on tonight.
I'm excited.
Got your questions ready?
Oh, you know it. This is going to be a hard-hitting interview.
Well, our next guest was a member of Australia's biggest girl band, and now she's spilling the beans on what led to the death of Bardot.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Before Idol, Got Talent or X Factor, there was Pop Stars. The show sought to find Australia's Spice Girls, 5 girls who could sing, dance and look the part. And the search was brutal.
The torment and what you'll put yourself through if you don't go with it will be extreme, and you'll buckle and break and it'll all fall apart.
After narrowing the pool from thousands to 5, Bardot was born. And for a minute, they were the biggest thing in pop.
Don't you treat me bad. Don't you make me sad.
The thought of giving it away completely is just not an option at all.
We've had arguments, of course, and disagree. There's lots of disagreements. We agreed to disagree, you know.
We've already had a member leave, so see ya.
But after just 2.5 years, Bardot mysteriously split, breaking the hearts of the band and their fans.
You know, the fame's going to go now, and you got to get to know yourself again.
Now Bardot star Belinda Chapple charts the cautionary tale that was Bardot in her new book, The Girl in the Band.
And she's here. Please welcome Belinda Chapple. Have been singing so much Bardot today. It's in our heads because Bardot was the biggest band, girl band in Australia at the time. You're on the front cover of magazines. What do you think people are most surprised about when you discuss your time?
I would say just that it was a lot of hard work. Yeah, and it's just not as glamorous as people think behind the scenes, you know.
What glamorous?
Yeah, what specifically?
Oh, where do I start? I mean, everything, pretty much. I mean, it's wonderful. It's an incredible experience, especially if you're really passionate about song and dance, like I was. But yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that is not really, I think the average person just doesn't understand. Yeah.
So you wrote this book sort of contemporaneously while it was happening, you know, but it's been 20 years or so.
Yeah, I started penning it just after Bardot.
Why release it now? Why have you waited until now to release it?
It's been marinating for 20 years.
You've been stewing on this stuff since then.
No, I haven't been. God. No, I mean, I probably wouldn't have been brave enough back then to do it, and then COVID hit. And I had extra time, so I finished it, and then my girlfriend said to me, "What are you doing with that?" And I'm like, maybe we do it. And so here it is.
In the book, you share some details around the contracts that you had, including some surprising stuff about the amount of money that you earned, and also some of the clauses that were in there about the way that you look. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty one-sided contract. It was pretty brutal. We didn't make hardly any money, and we worked really hard for 2.5 years. So, yeah, and there were clauses about changing appearance, which probably wouldn't happen today. So,
hang on, in terms of the money thing, how much were you earning on a daily basis?
$35, $25 a day.
Wow.
Per diems. Which just, covers food, if that. Back then, maybe it did. And then they did cover our living expenses a little bit in the end, but no, we didn't make any.
I think in the book you explain that there's sort of a moment in the beginning, essentially, when you're being offered the role, where your lawyers are saying to you, this probably isn't a good idea. So what's going on for you that makes you say, you know what, stuff that?
I think it's just the performer in you, you know. I was 25, I was a baby. Well, you know, I was to me. Back then I was young. And I just, I decided to sign it. I think we'd all been through such a long audition process.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like you would have signed it at that point because
dream.
You know what I mean? And you'd done so much work in the audition process. You wouldn't turn around and just go, oh, no, sorry.
And so what were the lawyers saying to you about why it was a bad idea?
Oh, he said this is a doozy of a contract and you're not going to make any money, basically.
Yeah.
So I knew that before going in.
What was the skinny clause?
It was just a change, well, not so much skinny, but it was, you couldn't change your appearance.
But
more
that's
or
what
less,
they meant.
yeah.
And they sent you to
100%.
the gym every day, didn't they?
In the beginning, yeah, but that was more for fitness. But yeah, there was some pressure there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the big question: why did Bardot break up?
You'll have to read the book.
Something.
You have to read the book. I mean, yeah, we were just told basically on the spot. Everything was going great, and then we were just told it's over.
But what was
Literally.
They must have given you some explanation.
Oh, that Sophie was leaving, and you'll have to read the book. It's all in there.
But so at that point, surely you sit down as a group and kind of talk about it all.
Yeah, that was bizarre to know. I think we were all tired and in shock. I think we were shell-shocked because things were going so well at that point. But, yeah.
So you guys aren't sort of meeting up for drinks nowadays, you and Sophie or anything, or?
No, I haven't seen Sophie, but the other girls, but it's all good. Like it's another lifetime ago now for me. I wish her all the best. There's no hard feelings there at all.
When you were at that age, and obviously it did mean a lot to you, what was the impact of it all kind of falling apart?
I was pretty major, mainly just because of the fame side, like to be so famous and, you know, just everywhere, and then literally just over, and then you're the girl from Bardot forever kind of thing. So that was difficult, yeah.
I guess that's hard to adjust then because you still have to make a living and you have to go into
Right.
normal life, and then you have to sit down in a job interview and they're like, aren't you that?
Yeah, and I used to model and stuff, so I couldn't be the mum anymore, or, you know, I couldn't be cast as anything other than the girl from Bardot. So, yeah, that was tough.
In the book, you speak really highly of the judges, but some of the things that they said to you girls during the show, do you think they would fly these days? I mean, it was 25 years ago.
True. True. Look, it was very raw back then. Reality television was unscripted completely, and I think everyone was winging it, including the producers. You know, it was the first reality TV show, so we were all winging it, basically. And then we all kind of watched and went, wow, OK, this format's working. Like,
yeah,
really bizarre. Yeah.
You've been part of developing a drama series about a girl band that is coming out soon.
Yeah.
I mean, is it close to the reality, or...?
It's definitely fiction. Yeah.
Legally, she has to say it.
No. Look, it's just not the Bardot story at all.
Okay.
It's, far from it.
But there's an amazing woman called Belinda who's just like...
She's amazing. There is no Belinda, yeah.
If you had your chance again, would you do it all over again?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the passionate performer in me would say yes.
Well, Belinda's book, The Girl in the Band, is out right now. It is a must-read. Belinda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That's all we've got time for tonight. Rach will let you go home in hot bed. The Traders finale is up next. See you tomorrow.